Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome back to my hobby blog. Today I'm doing a book haul video, so I'm going to be showing all the different books that I've gotten in the last few weeks, maybe about 2 weeks or so. I went to my local used bookstore, McKay's, quite a few times and found a lot of good stuff, so I just kept grabbing stuff that I wanted to get, even though the original target of what I wanted to get was not there, and I had to buy that full price at Barnes & Noble, which I'll show towards the end of the video. But yeah, I'm really excited to be finally having all of these editions, because some of them I've been looking for a better copy of, one that I can buy for less than $35, for example. A lot of these books are kind of priced higher than a lot of them, so I'm happy to have been able to find a lot of good books in my local used bookstore. This is sort of my ramble to encourage people to go check out the local used bookstores, because you never know what will be there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kind of go through what I've gotten. So I've gotten, and this is not the first trilogy in the series, but I did get the first trilogy previously from the same store, and somebody must have gone tired of the sequels because they turned them in, and I just dropped it. Uh, my bad. So the books I'm talking about are the Thomas Covenant books. I got the sequels here. White Gold Reorder, the Wounded Land, and then the One Tree. So I don't really know how people feel about the sequels. I do know a lot of people recommend the original trilogy as sort of like the best of the 70s fantasy. So I'm really excited to see what this trilogy is. But the hope is that I will finish the original uh, first trilogy of Thomas Covenant within, like, by the end of the year, because I stopped reading it. I read the first quarter of it earlier this year. I did not like it, so I decided to revisit it at a later point. So I'm going to be reading the rest of the first trilogy soon. I don't know when that will be, but keep your eyes out for that. And I was shocked because I was going through the sci-fi section, actually, just seeing what they had, and I happened to see the name Steven Erikson, and I was like, hey, maybe that's my guy, my favorite author. And it was, and I found the book, The Willful Child, which is supposed to be his take on Star Trek, which is really exciting to me, because I knew he had done sci-fi before, and I know that he's a big fan of Star Trek, but I never really connected the dots that the sci-fi that he wrote would be Star Trek, you know, kind of inspired. But he said before, this is a love letter to Star Trek. So I'm really excited to read this. It's short. It's not the 1,300 pages that some of his fantasy books go up to, but I'm really excited to have this. I may read this at some point. Maybe if I can get him on the channel, I would love to talk about this book. And of course, Malazan, Book of the Fallen. But yeah, I don't really know anything about this. I know this bombed when it first came out because people wanted more Malazan, I guess. So this book didn't do really that well, but I've heard before on interviews with Steven Erikson that this book was one of his most favorite books to work on in the recent years. I know this came out sometime in the 2010s, I think. But I do have a receipt here in the book from whenever this person, the original person, bought it. They bought it at the hospital bookstore, looks like. I'm not sure, but this is why I love used books, because you find these little, like, just part of people's stories, I guess, part of their lives. But I did get this. I'm excited to eventually read it. So, yeah. The next book that I got was one that I've seen recommended a lot, and I really want to watch Philip Chase's videos on the series, because it seems like there's a lot to talk about with this series, and I know nothing about it. But this is the book by Oscar Baker, The Darkness That Comes Before. Book one of Prince of Nothing, I believe. At least that's what it says on the back. But there's also a sequel series, The Second Apocalypse, that this author is writing, and that's still ongoing, I believe. But this is supposed to be like a dark, very dark, grimdark fantasy with a lot of fucked up stuff. All I know is that there's a holy war involved. But yeah, I just love that cover. It just gives me a lot of like historical, or it invokes a lot of historical sort of I don't know elements. But yeah, Oscar Baker, The Darkness That Comes Before. And this is the book that I ended up going to McKay's or to Barnes & Noble for to get the full price version. But this is a Robin Hobb book. This is the first book in the, what's it called? The Tawny Man trilogy. And this is Fool's Errand. And I got this really beautiful cover. So I'll be starting that very soon. I'm thinking tomorrow. I actually just finished Dust of Dreams. I'll be filming a review of this right after I finish this video. So, but I got this book. I've been able to find a lot of Robin Hobb at McKay's, but it's always the series that I don't have. So when I was looking around the last month or so, I've been going in and out. That's why I've been going to McKay's so much. So I was looking for this trilogy here. And I've only been able to find Farseer and Live Ship this time. And I also did see some more, which I can show now. But I was able to find the final two books of the series of Realm of the Elderlings, Fool's Crest and Assassin's Fate. But this is like 2 or 3 trilogies away, so I'm not really in the mood to read those yet. I cannot look at them because I know I'll get spoiled on the back somehow. But I'll be reading this very soon. I'm very excited to return to Fitz. It has been since 2020, I want to say, 2021, since I've read any of the Fitz books. I did take a really long time to eventually get to Live Ship Traders. I did not mean to take that long. Had I known Live Ship Traders was going to be as awesome as it was, I would have read it a lot sooner. But I was very beaten down from Farseer trilogy. But I do see they don't have George R. R. Martin's cover quote, which is fantasy as it ought to have been written, I think is what it says. But they have this quote here, a stay up until 2 a.m. to finish type of book, which is how Live Ship Traders felt to me. I just could not stop reading that. So I'm really excited to be going into what a lot of fans say is Robin Hobb's best trilogy. So I'm just so excited. I can't wait. But while I was at McKay's, this took my attention very quickly. I was surprised to find a non-Book of the New Sun Gene Wolfe book. And the book that I was able to find was this one here called The Night. And this is one of his later books that he wrote. I don't really know anything about it. I'm not looking up anything with it. Just like with Book of the New Sun, I'm going to go completely blind within it. But there's a dragon and a knight on the front, so I'm very happy to see that. Because there's not too much of that going on in Book of the New Sun. But yeah, I'm just... after Book of the New Sun, I'm reading this. So this is supposed to be a much shorter series than Book of the New Sun. I'm not going to wait till after the sequels. Earth of the New Sun, and then Earth of the Cold Sun, or something like that. But, yeah. It was only $6, which I don't know if it's a deal, but considering that this is like a really good copy, it's not been up and torn up or anything like that, went ahead and got it. So that is The Night by Gene Wolfe. And then another book I got from Barnes & Noble was this book here by James S.A. Corey, authors of The Expanse. This is book one of the, I don't know what the series is called, but the first book is called Mercy of the Gods. I'm very happy to finally have this. I'm not done with The Expanse, but I do want to read this pretty soon. It just came out like last month, I believe. But my friend Amber, who is over at Road to Tar Valon, that YouTube channel, she says this was really fun and just amazing. And she said, based off of my small criticisms of a three-body problem, that this would probably be more my style. So I'm really excited to get into it. I love the Expanse books and, of course, the TV show, but these authors are just amazing. I'm really excited that they're working on a new series. Maybe we'll get a TV show on it. That would be great. If not, then just as great, because at least we have the books. But, yeah. I really like this cover. It's a nice hardback. Yeah. And then, of course, the final book that I got from McKay's was this is out of order. This is volume 3 that this publisher was doing. I think it's Tor did this. Oh, Saga Press. But these are the Elric books by Michael Moorcock. So this is The White Wolf. This is volume 3 of these series, but this was only $8.50, as you can see there. So I had to get it. It's usually $35, so I recognize that I don't have book 1 or book 2 yet. But considering that I was able to find one of the 3 volumes really, really priced down, I was very happy to find it. But all I know about the series is that there's a black sword that talks. A lot of people go to Brandon Sanderson and Steven Erikson to talk about, like, hey, have you read Elric? And I think Brandon Sanderson had, Steven Erikson has not. I'm not sure, but the idea of the talking sword came from Cam Esselmont from, I don't know what he got it from, but it was from some anime, I believe. But I'm really excited to see what this series places among the other fantasy series that I've been reading, because this is supposed to be really fucking good. It has a quote on the back by Tad Williams saying, like, oh my gosh, this is, foundational. So I'm really excited to see what is in store for me. So that's it for me. I don't have any other books I've gotten, and I don't want to take too long of a time. I'm at about 8 minutes, I think. I need new glasses, but yeah. This has been all the books I've gotten. I'm excited to not get to them for another half a year, so I still have the entire shelf over there that I need to get through. Not least of which is the finale of Malazan, and also the side novels and the sequels. But yeah, I just have so much to read, and I just keep piling it on. So thank you all so much for watching, and please have a great rest of the day.